Greetings for the day, dear students. In my sixth lecture on alkaloids, today I'll discuss about the structure or the constitution of atropine. Now, first we'll take the natural sources of atropine. Atropine is found in many members of Solanaceae family. The most commonly found sources are Atropa belladonna, Datura inoxia, D. mellitil, and D. stramonium. Other sources include the members of Brugmansia and Hyoscyamus genera. It is the most important alkaloid of tropane group, and it occurs in the roots of deadly nightshade Atropa belladonna, thorn apple, Datura stramonium. Atropine is racemic form of L-hyoscyamine, which readily racemizes to atropine when warmed in ethanol alkaline solution. Thus, atropine is racemic or D-L-hyoscyamine. Now we come to the isolation. Atropine is extracted either from belladonna roots or from the juice of Datura plant. In practice, the juice, which also contains hyoscyamine, is heated with potassium carbonate solution when hyoscyamine is racemized to atropine. Then atropine is extracted with chloroform. The chloroform is recovered by evaporation and the residue is then extracted from the residue with dilute sulfuric acid. The solution is made alkaline with potassium carbonate when atropine is precipitated out. The precipitated atropine is extracted with ether and purified by converting it into oxalate or a sulfate. Now we'll see the physical properties. Atropine is a crystalline compound. Its melting point is 118 degrees centigrade. It has a bitter taste. Atropine is a tertiary base of pKa value 10, which is quite high for an alkaloid. A single drop of solution containing 1 part of atropine in 40 parts of water is sufficient to dilate the pupil of the eye. Atropine has also been used to relieve the night sweats, which are distressing feature of tuberculosis, and to diminish the activity of salivary and gastric glands. Now we come to the constitution of atropine. First we will take the molecular formula. From the analytical data and molecular weight determinations, it follows that the molecular formula of atropine is C17H23NO3. Now, second point is to prove that atropine is an ester. When atropine is warmed with barium hydroxide solution, it undergoes hydrolysis to yield a racemic acid, that is plus minus tropic acid, with the molecular formula C9H10O3 and an optically inactive alcohol tropine C8H15NO, as we can see in this reaction. This reaction reveals that atropine is the tropine, an ester of tropic acid, that is, it can be named as tropine tropate. Ladenburg further confirmed that atropine is a tropine tropate ester by evaporating a mixture of tropine and tropic acid in presence of hydrochloric acid and obtain atropine. Further, atropine cannot be amide because tropine, the product of hydrolysis, is a tertiary base. Third point is to prove we have to prove the structure of tropic acid. The structure of this acid is based on some evidences. Number 1, its molecular formula has been found to be C9H10O3. As tropic acid consumes one equivalent of alkali and does not add on bromine, it is a saturated monobasic acid. Tropic acid, when acetylated, forms a monoacetate, indicating that it must contain one hydroxyl group. When tropic acid is heated strongly, it loses a molecule of water to yield an optically active unsaturated acid, which is called atropic acid, with the molecular formula C9H8O2. Therefore, the hydroxyl group must be an alcoholic group. Atropic acid, when oxidized, yields benzoic acid. The formation of benzoic acid reveals that atropic acid and hence the tropic acid both will contain at least one benzene nucleus with the side chain containing a carboxylic group in their structure. So, we can represent this in this reaction. As atropic acid is an unsaturated acid, it means that atropic acid may have the structure either one or either first or the second, as I have shown in this figure. Since, however, structure 1 is known to be cinnamic acid, as we all know, so structure 2 must be atropic acid. This is confirmed by the fact that atropic acid on oxidation with permanganate yields phenyl glyoxal. Tropene is the generic name for esters of propane. As atropic acid is formed by the dehydration of tropic acid, it means that addition of a molecule of water to the former would therefore give tropic acid and consequently must be either third or fourth. So, I have shown these both the structures third and fourth in this figure. Tropic acid has been shown to be fourth by its synthesis. For example, Mackenzie and Wood synthesized tropic acid fourth from acetophenone, which I have shown in this reaction sequence, the synthesis of tropic acid. So, we can say tropic acid has the structure fourth. Structure third is called atrolactic acid, which on dehydration is converted into structure second, thus confirming the structure of atropic acid. Now, next point is to prove the structure of tropene. Its structure is established as by some reactions and the steps. First step is its molecular formula has been found to be C8H15NO. When tropene is treated with methyl iodide, it yields a crystalline compound. This reaction reveals that the nitrogen atom in tropene is tertiary, as we can see in this reaction. When fused with alkali, tropene yields methylamine. This reaction indicates that it must contain N-methyl, that is NCH3 group. This is also confirmed by the fact that tropene, when heated with hydrogen iodide at 150 degrees centigrade, which is called Herzig-Meyer method, yields 1 mole of methyl iodide. As tropene forms monoacetate and a monobenzoate, this indicates that it must contain a hydroxyl group, as I have shown in this reaction. When tropene is oxidized with chromic acid, it yields tropinone with the molecular formula C8H13NO, which gives characteristic reaction of a ketone. Therefore, hydroxyl group must be a secondary alcoholic group. As I have shown in this reaction, tropene on oxidation with chromic acids gives a ketone, that is tropinone, and a molecule of water. Finally, the structure of tropene has been confirmed by its synthesis. Robinson assumed that the skeleton of tropinone, when subjected to hydrolysis, would be broken down into 3 units, which are succine dialdehyde, methylamine, and acetone, as it has been shown in the following figure. Furthermore, Robinson was of the opinion that These three units must be joined by means of double Mannich reaction to form propanone in a single step. A much better yield, about 40%, was obtained if calcium acetone dicarboxylate or ethyl acetone dicarboxylate was used instead of acetone. The calcium salt of or the ester so formed was converted into propanone by warming with HCl, as we can see in this reaction sequence. Fifth point is structure of atropine. We already know that atropine is a tropine tropate ester. On this basis, it is assigned structure fifth. This structure has been confirmed by the synthesis from propene and tropic acid, and this has been shown by heating these two together in presence of HCl, as we can see in the following in this equation, that is tropine and tropic acid are heated in presence of HCl. A molecule of water is eliminated and we get atropine. Now we come to the stereochemistry of propenes. When propanone is reduced, it yields two alcohols, tropine and cytropine, that is called pseudotropine. However, the relative amounts of two alcohols are dependent upon the nature of reducing agents employed. Tropine and pseudotropine are considered to be epimers. In one of these epimers, the nitrogen bridge and the hydrogen of the secondary alcoholic group are on the same side, that is structure A, while in the other epimer these are on the opposite side, that is the structure B. Atropine synthesis involves two major steps, synthesis of propene and synthesis of tropic acid, and the last step is their combination to form ultimately atropine. The first step is the synthesis of propene. The immediate compounds are succinaldehyde, methylamine and acetone to form tropinone. This tropinone upon reduction yields tropine. The second step is the synthesis of tropic acid. It is carried out via phenylacetic acid, propyl magnesium chloride in the presence of ether, and intermediate product formation followed by subsequent treatment with H2SO4 yields tropic acid. The last step is in this synthesis is the combination of both the products, that is tropine and tropic acid, to yield atropine by adding HCl. These sequences, these steps which I have discussed just now are shown here in the form of the reaction sequence. So this was all about the structure or the constitution of atropine. Thank you. Have a nice day.